Hey, Mike with D2D Millionaire here. And do you struggle with getting your potential customers on your side and building rapport quickly? Well, in today's video, I'm going to go through a couple techniques you can use to get better results while you're selling door to door. So one thing to really keep in mind while you're marketing door to door is one thing that you really want to focus on is going to be positioning yourself as an expert and then educating your potential customer. But unfortunately, where a lot of sales reps make the mistake is that they do that in a way that offends their potential customer or pushes them away, or they do it in a condescending way that again ends up turning their potential customer off from buying from them. So a couple things you can do to avoid that issue and then get better results is using both pre-statements as well as post-questions when you're talking to people. So one thing to really keep in mind again is that a pre-statement is going to make some sort of assumptive statement that your potential customer already understands what you're talking about, or they already know what you're talking about. So again, instead of coming off in like a condescending way, or again, turning your potential customer away from you, it basically is going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they already understand what's going on, and this is going to help them save face if they really don't know what you're talking about, but also get them more agreeing with what you're saying. So an assumptive statement might be something like, I'm sure you already know, or like I'm sure you're already aware of, or as you already know, different things like that. So for example, let's say you market pest control. You might say, as you already know, as the seasons change and temperatures drop, a lot of pests are going to start heading into your home, and that can cause a lot of pest issues this time of year, right? So instead of just saying that, hey, pest issues are caused by this, you're saying, as you already know, or I'm sure you're already aware, because if they didn't know that and you make that assumptive statement, they might disagree with that, or it might offend them, or it might come off like you're condescending in some sort of way, and that's what you want to avoid. But when you use an assumptive statement, a pre-statement up front, it's going to do a lot to build rapport and get them on your side. Now from there, after you go through some of what you're talking about, the next step is going to be using a post question. And in a lot of cases, this is going to result in them agreeing with what you're saying, or saying yes to what you're saying, or again, flowing right into what you want, right? So an example would be something like, right, or do you understand, or you understand that, right? Or that makes sense, doesn't it? Or makes sense, right? Different things like that, where you're basically ending in a question that has them agreeing with you. So in a similar example in that pest control, you might say something along the lines of, as I'm sure you already know, that during the winter months you might not see as many pests in your home, but that doesn't necessarily mean they're not there. And I'm sure like you also are aware of that most of the time in the winter months, they're actually nesting and breeding and building up their numbers. And then come springtime, they often become a lot more active. So I'm sure you'd like to avoid having any pest issues come springtime, and I'm sure that that makes sense as to why you'd want to have a treatment in the winter as well. So you wouldn't want to have us come out springtime and treating for a major infestation, because that's going to cause a lot of problems, take a lot of time, cost a lot more. So I'm sure you'd agree that it makes sense to get started on a winter treatment to avoid those issues, right? So in that scenario, you're starting with an assumptive statement, you're ending with a question. And again, that can help bring them on your side, agreeing with what you're saying. It's going to position yourself as an expert. You're going to be educating your potential customer without offending them or being condescending. And when you follow these strategies, it really can help you get a lot of great results while you're selling door to door. So again, hopefully you guys got some benefit and value out of this video. If you did, feel free to comment and share. And then if you do happen to be in door-to-door sales and maybe you're looking for a new opportunity this year, be sure to head on over to d2dmillionaire.com/work with D2D. We're expanding our team. We're looking for some new leaders to work with us. So if you're open and looking for a new opportunity with some of the best training in the door-to-door sales industry, again, head on over to d2dmillionaire.com/work with D2D and fill out that application there, and one of our team members will get back with you as soon as we can. But thanks so much for tuning in. We'll talk to you more soon.